Media and The Guardian. They spoke to more than 24 federal employees who shared emails from agency officials and screen grabs. One employee from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development put it like this, quote, "It's like being in a horror film where you know something out there wants to kill you, but you never know when or how or who it is." All right, joining us now, Crooked Media correspondent and anchor of What a Day newsletter, Matt Berg, and Crooked Media news editor, Greg Walter. Matt, I want to start with you. What is the big takeaway? When you guys did this, you talked to all these people. What is the thing that stood out, and what's the big picture of this investigation?
The big picture here is that anxiety and fear are running rampant among federal employees, in part because some of them have been told that DOGE is monitoring their workplace, whether that be with artificial intelligence or just snooping
Told
on
by whom?
Their managers at these at least two agencies that they are being monitored secretly in meetings.
Greg, what exactly are they monitoring for? Are they scanning for disloyalty? Or are they scanning for, I don't know what?
Well, great question. DOGE has promised the American people both efficiency and transparency. It doesn't really seem to be delivering either one. But one of the things that the managers are warning employees about is they need to be careful with what they're talking about, because they shouldn't criticize Trump or Elon Musk or DOGE, and to be really cautious about what they're saying.
So in addition to writing their 5 things emails, which is the complaining I hear most from people in government I'm talking to, they now have to worry about what they're saying even in their office. Greg, I also want to ask you, according to this new report, EPA managers told employees that DOGE was using AI to scan through agency communications to find any anti-Musk, anti-DOGE, as you just mentioned, or anti-Trump sentiments, adding that employees should be, quote, very careful about what they say in private messages and virtual meetings. All right, you've been around D.C. for a while. You've done a lot of reporting on the federal workforce. What impact do you think this is going to have in people's day-to-day effectiveness when they're afraid to even say something they think might be wrong with a program or whatever?
Well, I think this is reporting by Matt here and also Joseph Gideon from The Guardian. And what they found was that federal workers are scared. They're nervous. They're losing sleep. They're not able to focus on what they're doing. They're worried about employees who have been fired. They're worried about being fired themselves. And in addition, they are very concerned about surveillance. We've heard stories of some people who have gotten white noise machines to turn on in their office. We've heard stories about people going into an office break room to turn on the faucet. You know, kind of
like out of a spy movie, like get in the shower so we can have a conversation.
It's like old school Cold War stuff.
Right.
Except this is not the KGB. This is the Trump administration that they're worried about.